welcome back on this fourth video extract from the use case that I've detailed in my last post, Breadcrumbs of Innovation. That was, so I'm going to take the walkthrough and see. So this one, I was wondering, I've made a lot of tutorials about how to use Whisper and to make a transcription from an audio file or even a video file. I will focus on English first. And the idea, I can show you it's to think about, a kind of POC, a kind of reflections, to start the reflection, and how can I leverage on transcription made by Whisper, where I have, each word with a time code, and I can go through spaCy and find the entities, and then make a kind of editing video to help somebody to go in an in point or out point, and to select only the chunk of the video that is required. So I'm going to go right here. I made this video. This is the one made on Streamlit, and I'm going to leverage on real content. Hold on a second. Which is this one source. I've taken a real video from the company I'm working with, and I have provided the JSON, which is this one. You see that has been made with Whisper, and it's very easy to find. You can even think about doing it on an online services. So I'm gonna get there. Don't forget always to manage your environment with, I'm using Conda, so I've created the environment that goes. That means that I have spaCy download. I've only taken the English one, but spaCy has the ability to manage different language. So the concept can be extended to another language, or all the languages that are understandable by spaCy. And so you will see, this is really basic, but when you need to show Streamlit, that's great thing. When you need to show as a intelligence artificial coordinator or data scientist or even developer, you can think about that. So I'm going to drag and drop right here the JSON transcription. So let's say I'm taking this one about Putin and the Ukraine. Okay, so I've taken this transcription I showed you just before, and I'm going to take a very small video. And then it's gonna work. You see, it's running. So it's gonna match with spaCy. It's gonna show me all the entities that have been found inside the JSON file. And then I made a jump to this in and out, a kind of in. So, for instance, a journalist or somebody who wants to edit this video can go and can have a real stuff. For instance, it needs to be improved, but for instance, it's working, and it's gonna get me to this endpoint where you have effectively Zelensky that is about. It's talk about, let's say, for instance, Moscow. I don't know. I should be careful with the other. Let's say this one, for instance, Orechnik. It's about Orechnik. No, maybe we will see. Yeah, there's only Putin because he's talking about Orechnik, probably. Let's say Pentagon. Pentagon. Yeah. Okay. It's about Pentagon, but then maybe you can think. So you can think about mixing also with the clip libraries that I showed. So a kind of leveraging both on text from transcription and both and natural language query with clip. That was the purpose. So that's the idea. What is interesting is that every time, so you can see, every time I'm doing a stuff, I'm mostly using, I give you all the prompt of my reflection, so you can really think about and see how did I work first with the user story, first with an expression of the need expression, really awkward, and then iterate on it. So that's a good point. What else to know? I think you have everything. And you see it's creating by the way, I need to delete it. It's creating temporary. So you see this is really a kind of poke, but for every directory you have, as I try to release as much as possible the prompt, the code, and the iteration, and even sometimes the content that I'm using. Okay. So thank you for watching. I think that was all from this article. I've made also a long explanation about why intelligence artificial was one of the biggest issue among the American election. But it's pretty complex because I'm interested in philosophy. But what is interesting is that I've taken most of my content and send it to Notebook LLM to create podcast. So if you don't want to read, maybe you can listen to this podcast. That's a very impressive creation. If you like my work, don't forget to follow me on my YouTube channel, and also to send me a mail or to shoot me a mail. Okay, through the social network. Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye bye.